We don't know when CM Punk is scheduled to come back, but he did announce that he's going to be gone while he heals up. And in the meantime, AEW decided that they were going to hold a casino battle royale, which actually they didn't even announce it was a casino battle royale. They just said it was going to be a battle royal to decide an interim AEW world champion, which also they didn't say it was going to be an interim world champion. So everybody thought CM Punk had relinquished the belt. It was a whole bunch of confusion.
Not to mention Jericho shouting it like an idiot over and over again.
So pretty much what I said, AEW decided to have a casino battle royale where they would decide who would go on to face the number one contender, Jon Moxley, but also they also weren't ready to announce that Jon Moxley was the number one contender because they had not updated their website with the rankings. So the rankings showed Adam Cole as the number one contender for the AEW world title, I believe, at the time. And Jon Moxley was ranked number 4. So they had to correct that. So I'm just letting you guys know how quick or like how little lack of preparation was made before putting all of this together, even though they probably had all day to find out that Punk was going to be out. So I'm saying that to point out that AEW is not immune from the same problems that WWE is suffering from, except for WWE had a full 24 hours. I don't know when AEW found out, but anyways, we had the Casino Battle Royale with Kyle O'Reilly winning, and later in the night he went on to face Jon Moxley, and he lost to Jon Moxley. And so now Jon Moxley will be headed to Forbidden Door, which the Saturday Night Slamcasters will be in the building, and he will be facing the winner of the New Japan match between Tanahashi and Goto. And I'm sure Chris Black has some stuff to say about that.
Yeah.
Okay, can I put my 2 cents in about this battle royal really quick?
Go ahead.
Why didn't Hobbs go over in this?
What?
Even if you were going to have him job to Moxley, why didn't Hobbs go over in this? He would have been the perfect person to do it. Why Kyle O'Reilly?
So I would have to say because believability, no one's going to believe that they're going to put Hobbs over Moxley.
Nobody believed they were going to put O'Reilly over Moxley.
I didn't, but during that match, they almost had me convinced he could.
I think this was kind of a warm-up match for Moxley because he's going to actually wrestle. The spoiler for our prediction, Tanahashi's going to win.
Of course he is.
Going to have to go wrestle Tanahashi.
You know, I would have swerved everybody because I think there should have been 2 other people that should have not only won the Battle Royal, but they should have beaten Jon Moxley. Number 1, Eddie Kingston. Dude is over his shit. And I think that, like I was telling Mustafa before we started recording, make no mistake about it, this is going to be a transitional champion. Punk is not losing to them when he gets back. It's going to be a transitional title run. So, with that in mind, maybe a long one, but still a transitional title. I think that Eddie Kingston could have had a really good run, and he could have really memorable matches. Number 2, and then you got a ready-made story. You got a ready-made storyline already there that writes itself. Eddie Kingston, CM Punk already have had words, already have had a match. CM Punk could have cut a promo on Eddie Kingston about how the only reason why you got that title is because I was hurt. You know damn well you never would have wore that title if anyway.
I'm not like that. He's just like you're still not a real champion, bro.
Right? It writes itself. So I think that would have been memorable. Nobody wants to see Punk versus Moxley. I'm sorry, nobody. Number 2,
I kind of do.
You're just weird though. Number 2, Bryan Danielson. Again,
who is out injured. And whatever the injury is has not been disclosed, and he is unable to fly. So people are thinking it's a concussion.
That's the fucked up thing. So I would like to see them too. Number 3, MJF could have not cut the promo last week, and this week he could have been the Joker. Not saying he would have beat Moxley, but that would have been a shock because everyone would have been for another week wondering what's going on with MJF.
See, out of everybody that was in this battle royal, the 2 most over people were Eddie Kingston and Wheeler Yuta is over.
Yes, he is.
He is over, and I wanted to see Wheeler Yuta actually win it because remember that was how he got into the Blackpool Combat Club. I think those two could have went in there and had a banger, and it could have told a story that like we could still fight each other to this level, but still be cool or whatever. And show how far Wheeler Yuta has come, because a lot of people didn't see what he was doing over there in New Japan in the tournament.
And he was doing good. He did some good things. But I'm glad you said that, because another point I brought up to Mustafa before we got live, I think that Kyle O'Reilly, based on the interaction with William Regal and that match he had with Jon Moxley, I think Kyle O'Reilly, it would be to his benefit. He leaves the elite bullshit alone, and he needs to join the Blackpool Combat Club. I think he earned Moxley's respect, and it'd just be a better move for him. I'm tired of seeing Kyle O'Reilly being Adam Cole's second man.
Marina Shafir is going to join the Blackpool Combat Club to try to get some heat.
No.
I know I said it already. I'm going on record again to say that Hobbs should have won that. I think Hobbs is ready.
You go down that hill?
Sometime. I'm going down that hill because he's better than Keith Lee.
Man. Yeah.
Keep forcing, what do they call swerve in your glory? Whatever they call it.
Looks like Swerve kind of got tired of him. I think they're done.
That was not Swerve and Keith Lee out there. That was Neil Dillinger and Xavier Mustafa out there.
I don't even want to record no more. I want to get the fuck out. I don't even want to talk about wrestling no more.
Look, they eliminated Keith Lee, so you should be happy. He didn't win.
Well, while I was watching that, I was like, somewhere Mustafa is smiling.
But honestly, like I said, I think Eddie Kingston could have won it. I think Ricky Starks could have won it, or Wheeler Yuta should have won it. And they could all went on to lose to Moxley or whatever, but I think it would have made for a hell of a match. And yeah, I think the crowd would have been a little bit more into it. Yeah, those who actually stayed tuned, I don't think that was a great main event to keep people glued to the television. First, because nobody thought Kyle O'Reilly was going to win, and so people were going to click out. And Kyle O'Reilly hasn't been a featured player like that.
His only problem is that he has no personality.
Yeah. So like I kind of tuned out of the match, but when I did look, I was like, damn, this is a hell of a match. They're going way longer than I thought they were going to go.
They beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
So it turns to a good match for those who stayed on the channel. But I think most people, when they saw that Kyle O'Reilly won, I can't wait for those quarter hours to come in and hear about that.
As I said, come on now, at least pick someone that, you question can beat Moxley or not. And I just don't think Kyle. Now, like I said, they did a good job convincing me during the match that he could win, but beforehand, it's just like he ain't winning.
Okay, so like I said, we're gonna kind of speed run. So AEW also, like, following this, there were a lot of questions because even the announcers were like, "Oh, well, Wardlow's not in this match, but we'll explain that a little bit later in the evening." The House of Black isn't out here. We'll explain why Aleister Black or whatever isn't in the match, or Malachi Black. I mean, why Malachi isn't in? Why certain people were not featured in this match, which I honestly don't know why they couldn't be featured. Why you couldn't change the plans for that night?